Hello, and welcome back to Principles of Micro with James Bland. This is the second video of, I'm guessing, at least two on producer surplus. And just to recap where we left off last time, what we're trying to do is to quantify how much benefit producers get out of participating in a market. Okay, and for an individual seller, what we're going to be doing is working out, well, how much did it cost them to produce something, and then how much did they manage to sell it for in the market. Okay, and so in the previous video, and you'll see a link to this in the bottom of this one, we worked out this supply curve based on Table 2 of Mankiw's Principles of Microeconomics. And now we're going to work out at a few different prices what kind of benefits do these producers get out of participating in a market. Okay, so I'm going to actually switch colors this time. And so let's begin by thinking about, let's say, a price of somewhere between $500 and $600. $550 will do just fine there. Okay, so you could think about this as maybe we have a demand curve intersecting the supply curve over here, and so this is how many things are sold. Okay, so in this situation, the first seller, which if you're looking at the previous example, this first item is produced by Grandma. Okay, so if the price is $550, Grandma has a marginal cost of $500, and she manages to sell it for $550. Okay, so her benefit from participating in the market when the price is $550 is $50, right? She sold something for $550, which cost her $500 to produce. Okay, and if we think about this in terms of the areas, the height of this is the height between her marginal cost, which is the $500, and the price she sold it at, which is $550. Well, that's the benefit per item that she gets. If we think about this, the units of price here are going to be dollars per, go back. That was a bit embarrassing. The units up here are dollars per item. Okay, and so if we're thinking about the monetary benefits of how much Grandma benefits from participating in the market, we need to multiply this benefit per item by the number of items that she sells. And her cost per item is constant across here, right? Because it's one item and it's $500. But here we can measure her total benefits of participating in the market when the price is $550 by her the area between the price she sells it at and her marginal cost. Okay, so that's this area here. Okay, so this would be Grandma's Grandma's producer surplus when the price is $550. Okay. But now let's suppose that the price rises to something a little bit higher. Let's pick a different color. Sorry for those of you who are red-green colorblind, I'm going to green now. So let's suppose the price rises to somewhere between $600 and $800. So that would be, let's say, $700 here. Okay, and you can think about that as a demand curve coming through this part of the supply curve. And so here two things are happening. Firstly, Grandma is still selling her item, but now instead of selling it for $550, she's selling it for $700. Right? So Grandma is now getting a benefit of $700 minus her marginal cost of $500. And so her consumer surplus has gone up, right? So at a price of, let me write this all out for you. Get a table going. Okay, so at a price of $550, producer surplus is $50. Okay, let's go back to my green. Okay, so Grandma now is getting this additional benefit by selling the item at a higher price, but also now the next lowest cost seller is also selling the item, and this would be Georgia. Okay, and so she has a marginal cost of $600, but is selling the item for $700, so she gets a benefit of $100. Okay, so now producer surplus at a price of $700 is going to be Grandma's benefit of $200 plus George's benefit of $100, right? She sold something for $700 which cost her $600 to produce, so that's $100, which is equal to $300 of producer surplus. Okay, let's do one more of these. Suppose now that the price is $900. Can I do a different color here? Let's try purple. Okay, so now suppose the price is $900. Okay, so now we have Grandma still selling her item, but now she's selling it at $900, so she's getting more of a benefit, right? So this is Grandma's benefit here. And Georgia is selling her item, but she's selling it at a higher price now, so now she gets a larger benefit, right? So a benefit's always going to be the area between the marginal cost, which is the demand curve, which is the supply curve, which is getting a little bit hard to see now, and the price that sellers receive, which we're now assuming to be $900. And now we have a third seller who is active here, which is Frida. And she is selling something for $900, which cost her $700 to produce. So she's getting this benefit here in this rectangle there. Okay, so to work out the producer surplus here, we're going to say, well, at a price of $900, Grandma, well, so we have 3 items being sold for $900, and then Grandma has a cost of $500, Georgia has a cost of $600, and Frida has a cost of $800. So this is $270 minus, what's that, 11, 19, $190, which gets us, no, that is wrong. So 3 items get sold for $900, and then Grandma incurs a cost of $500. Georgia incurs a cost of $600. And Frida incurs a cost of $800, and now I'm going to defer to my comparative advantage thing, so I'm actually going to get this right. So we've got 3 times 900 minus 500 minus 600 minus 800 is a total producer surplus of $800. Okay. So here we can see that at a price of 550, the sellers got in total a benefit of $50 from participating in the market. Okay. As the price rises, we have two effects. Firstly, the sellers who are already selling their items are going to sell their items still, but for higher prices, right? So their benefits go up. And also, as the price rises, selling the item becomes more attractive for more sellers. Okay, so we have people like Georgia who didn't sell at a price of $550, but did at a price of $700. Okay, and so for both of these reasons, both a quantity increasing effect and also because price is rising, producer surplus is going up. Okay, so unsurprisingly here, sellers individually and sellers as a group are better off as the prices rise, right? So here's a small benefit, medium benefit, and a large benefit. But now we've managed to quantify it. So here we've worked out producer surplus, and we can use this to quantify how much of a benefit do producers get from participating in a market. Okay, I will do one more video on producer surplus, so look out for a link to this in the video description below. Thanks. I'm James Bland. See you later.